where ancient walls tell stories of conquests, culture, and human resilience. From Europe's medieval fortresses to Asia's ancient strongholds, walled cities offer a glimpse into the past while remaining vibrant parts of today's world. These cities, enclosed by towering ramparts, have stood the test of time, preserving architectural beauty and historical charm. Join us as we journey through 9 of the world's most awe-inspiring walled cities, each with its unique tale waiting to be explored. Let's get started. Dubrovnik, Croatia, the Pearl of the Adriatic. Dubrovnik is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the best-preserved medieval walled cities in the world. Nestled along the stunning Adriatic coast, this city is encircled by massive stone walls that stretch nearly 2 kilometers, offering breathtaking views of the shimmering sea below. Built between the 12th and 17th centuries, these walls served as protection against invaders and remain a symbol of the city's resilience. As you walk along the ancient fortifications, you'll pass by several defensive towers, like the Minseta Tower, which offers panoramic views of the city's red-roofed buildings and the surrounding islands. Entering through the Pile Gate, the main entrance to the city, you can imagine the bustling activity of merchants and knights entering the fortified city centuries ago. Inside the walls, the Straten, Dubrovnik's main street, is a vibrant hub lined with cafes, shops, and historic landmarks. Dubrovnik's walls weren't just for defense, they also helped monitor and control trade, ensuring the city's wealth and prosperity. The remarkable preservation of these walls makes Dubrovnik a must-visit for history enthusiasts. Beyond the walls, the city's stunning coastline, clear blue waters, and nearby islands offer a perfect mix of history and natural beauty. The best time to visit is during the annual summer festival, when the city comes alive with music, theater, and cultural performances, giving you the chance to experience Dubrovnik's lively spirit in addition to its historic grandeur. Carcassonne, France, a medieval masterpiece. Carcassonne, a historic fortified city located in southern France, is renowned for its medieval architecture, towering walls, and centuries-old charm that attract visitors from around the world. It's one of Europe's most iconic walled cities, with impressive double-walled fortifications and fairy-tale turrets that make it look like something straight out of a storybook. Carcassonne has a rich history dating back over 2,500 years. Its fortified walls played a key role in defending against invasions during the Roman and medieval periods. The walls span over 3 kilometers and are dotted with 52 watchtowers. As you explore the cobblestone streets within the walls, you'll feel as though you've stepped back in time. The Cité de Carcassonne, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a labyrinth of narrow alleys, historic buildings, and quaint shops. Visit the Basilica of Saints Nazarius and Celsus, a striking example of Romanesque Gothic architecture, and climb to the top of the ramparts for breathtaking views of the surrounding countryside. Carcassonne's fortifications were extensively restored in the 19th century by the famed architect Viollet-le-Duc, who aimed to recreate its medieval splendor. Today, the city attracts visitors from all over the world, eager to experience the magic of its ancient walls and the history they protect. A particularly popular time to visit is during the Carcassonne Festival, a month-long celebration of music, theater, and fireworks that brings the city to life each summer. Whether you're a history buff, a lover of architecture, or simply looking for a unique travel experience, Carcassonne's fortified walls and rich heritage make it an unforgettable destination. Avila, Spain, a fortress of faith. Avila, located in the heart of Spain, is famous for its remarkably well-preserved medieval walls. These massive stone fortifications stretch over 2.5 kilometers, encircling the old town and featuring 88 towers and 9 impressive gates. Built in the 11th century to protect the city from Moorish invasions, the walls are a striking example of Romanesque military architecture. As you enter Avila through the Grand Alcázar Gate, you'll be greeted by the impressive sight of the fortified Cathedral of Avila, the first Gothic cathedral in Spain, which is integrated into the city walls. The cathedral's apse forms part of the defensive structure, highlighting the close relationship between faith and defense in medieval times. Avila is also famous as the birthplace of Saint Teresa of Avila, a mystic and reformer whose influence on the Catholic Church is still felt today. The convent of Saint Teresa, built in her honor, is a popular pilgrimage site. For those interested in history and architecture, a walk along the top of the city walls offers unparalleled views of the surrounding Castilian plains and the city's ancient rooftops. At night, the walls of a villa are illuminated, creating a magical atmosphere that adds to the city's charm. Visiting during the medieval festival in September is an excellent way to experience the city's heritage, with reenactments, markets, and events that bring a villa's past to life. York, England, a journey through time. In northern England lies the historic city of York, renowned for having some of the longest and best-preserved city walls in the United Kingdom. Known as the York City Walls, these fortifications span over 3 kilometers, enclosing the ancient core of the city. Originally built by the Romans and later expanded during the medieval period, the walls offer a fascinating glimpse into York's turbulent history. Walking along the walls, you'll pass through several iconic gates or bars, including Micklegate Bar, which once served as the main entrance to the city and where the heads of traitors were displayed as a grim warning. The views from the walls are spectacular, offering a unique perspective of York Minster, one of the largest Gothic cathedrals in Europe, and the medieval streets below. York's history is deeply intertwined with its walls, which have witnessed Viking invasions, royal coronations, and centuries of change. Today, the city's rich heritage is preserved in its museums, such as the Jorvik Viking Center, which brings York's Viking past to life, and the York Castle Museum, which explores the city's history from medieval times to the modern era. A visit to York isn't complete without a stroll along the Shambles, a medieval street lined with overhanging timber-framed buildings dating back to the 14th century. With its ancient walls, stunning architecture, and vibrant cultural scene, York is one of England's most captivating historic cities. Xi'an, China, the gateway to the Silk Road. In China, the ancient city of Xi'an stands as one of the oldest cities and the eastern terminus of the historic Silk Road. Known for its remarkably well-preserved city walls built during the Ming Dynasty in the 14th century, these walls stretch over 13 kilometers and symbolize the city's historical significance. Towering at 12 meters high and 15 meters thick at the base, the walls were designed to protect Xi'an from invaders, making it one of the few cities in China with a completely intact fortification. Visitors can walk or even bike along the top of the walls, taking in panoramic views of both the ancient city within and the modern metropolis that now surrounds it. The gates of the wall, especially the South Gate, Yongning, are impressive structures once used to control the flow of people and goods in and out of the city. Today, the South Gate is a popular spot for cultural performances, giving visitors a glimpse of traditional Chinese arts like dragon dancing and drumming. Xi'an's city walls are not only a defensive structure but also a cultural icon. The city itself is a treasure trove of history, most famously known for the Terracotta Army, an awe-inspiring collection of life-size soldiers buried with China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang. After exploring the walls, immerse yourself in the bustling Muslim quarter, a vibrant area filled with markets, street food, and centuries-old mosques. At night, the walls are beautifully illuminated, creating a stunning backdrop for an evening stroll. With its deep historical roots and dynamic present-day culture, Xi'an is a must-see destination for anyone interested in the intersection of history, architecture, and modernity. Tallinn, Estonia, a medieval gem of the Baltics. In Estonia, the capital city of Tallinn presents a picture-perfect walled city on the Baltic Sea, with its medieval fortifications still largely intact. The Old Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is enclosed by towering stone walls, some of which date back to the 13th century. These walls were built by the Teutonic Knights to defend Tallinn, which was an important trading port in the Hanseatic League. The walls stretch nearly 2 kilometers and are punctuated by 20 defensive towers, many still standing. One of the most famous is Fat Margaret Tower, which now houses the Estonian Maritime Museum. As you wander through the narrow cobblestone streets inside the walls, you'll find a charming mix of medieval architecture, colorful buildings, and cozy cafes. Highlights include Toompea Castle, sitting atop a hill overlooking the city, and the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral, a stunning Russian Orthodox church. The town square, with its Gothic town hall, is the heart of the city and a popular spot for festivals and events throughout the year. Tallinn's medieval charm is especially magical during the winter months when the city's Christmas market transforms the town square into a festive wonderland. Whether you visit in summer or winter, Tallinn's walls and towers create an enchanting atmosphere that transports you back in time to the days of knights and merchants. Lucca, Italy, a Renaissance marvel. Lucca, a charming town in the heart of Tuscany, stands out for its well-preserved fortifications that were never used in battle, allowing them to remain remarkably intact. Built during the Renaissance in the 16th century, Lucca's walls stretch for 4 kilometers and are considered one of the finest examples of Renaissance military architecture in Europe. What makes Lucca's walls unique is that they were designed not only for defense, but also as a public park. Today, the wide, tree-lined walls are a popular spot for walking, cycling, and picnicking, offering scenic views of the city's red-tiled rooftops, medieval towers, and the surrounding Tuscan countryside. The walls are dotted with several bastions, each now housing gardens, playgrounds, and even an art gallery. Inside the walls, Lucca is a maze of narrow streets and picturesque squares with beautiful churches, elegant palazzos, and vibrant markets. One of the city's most famous landmarks is the Guinigi Tower, topped with a unique rooftop garden of ancient oak trees. Climb to the top for panoramic views of the city and the surrounding hills. Lucca is also known for its rich cultural heritage, being the birthplace of the famous composer Giacomo Puccini. Music lovers can visit the Puccini Museum, located in his birthplace, or attend one of the many concerts and festivals held in his honor throughout the year. With its peaceful atmosphere, stunning architecture, and inviting public spaces, Lucca offers a perfect blend of history, culture, and relaxation. Rothenburg ob der Tauber, Germany, a fairy tale come to life. Rothenburg ob der Tauber, nestled in the heart of Bavaria, is one of Germany's most iconic medieval walled cities. Perched above the Tauber River, this enchanting town seems straight out of a storybook, with its half-timbered houses, cobblestone streets, and well-preserved medieval fortifications. Rothenburg's walls date back to the 13th century and stretch nearly 3 kilometers, enclosing the old town. The walls are dotted with 42 towers, many open to visitors, offering panoramic views of the town's picturesque rooftops and the surrounding countryside. Walking along the top of the walls is a must-do, as it allows you to see the town from a unique vantage point and appreciate its medieval charm. One of the highlights is the Plonline, a postcard-perfect spot where 2 streets diverge at a timber-framed house, framed by the Siebers Tower. The town is also home to the Medieval Crime and Justice Museum, offering a fascinating glimpse into the laws and punishments of the Middle Ages. Rothenburg's well-preserved medieval atmosphere has made it a popular filming location and was even the inspiration for Disney's Pinocchio. During the holiday season, the town's famous Christmas market transforms the main square into a winter wonderland, attracting visitors from around the world. Whether you're exploring museums, walking along its walls, or simply soaking in the fairy tale-like atmosphere, Rothenburg ob der Tauber is a magical destination that transports you back in time. Jerusalem, Israel, a sacred walled city. Jerusalem, one of the world's oldest and most sacred cities, has an old city enclosed by imposing stone walls that have served as a center of religious and political life for over 3,000 years. The current walls, constructed by Ottoman Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent in the 16th century, stretch 4 kilometers and are marked by 34 watchtowers and 8 gates, each with deep historical and religious significance. The walls of Jerusalem enclose 4 quarters, the Jewish, Muslim, Christian, and Armenian quarters, each with its own distinct character and cultural landmarks. The Western Wall, the holiest site in Judaism, lies within the Old City, as does the Dome of the Rock, one of the most important Islamic sites, and the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, a key site for Christians. Visitors can walk along parts of the city's ramparts, providing a unique perspective of the old city's narrow streets and ancient buildings, as well as sweeping views of the surrounding hills. The Jaffa Gate, the most popular entrance, leads directly into bustling souks and religious sites, while the Damascus Gate is an architectural masterpiece in its own right. Jerusalem's walls have witnessed millennia of conflict, peace, and religious devotion, making them more than just a physical barrier. They are a symbol of the city's enduring spiritual significance. For travelers seeking to explore a city where history is deeply intertwined with faith, Jerusalem's walled old city is a profoundly moving experience. And there you have it, 9 spectacular walled cities that offer a journey through time. From the medieval charm of Rothenburg to the sacred beauty of Jerusalem, each of these cities provides a unique window into the past while continuing to thrive in the present. If you enjoyed this exploration, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to DwellScape. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Until next time, keep discovering the world's wonders with us. Hey everyone! Have you ever stopped at a train station and found yourself gazing in awe at the stunning architecture around you? What if I told you that some of the world's most beautiful railway stations could easily rival famous landmarks in museums? From classical designs with intricate details to ultra-modern glass and steel marvels, these train stations are destinations in their own right. Join us on this incredible journey as we take a closer look at 9 of the most breathtaking railway stations from around the world. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Antwerpen Centraal, Belgium, the Railway Cathedral. Antwerpen Centraal, known as the Railway Cathedral, is an architectural masterpiece in Belgium. Built between 1895 and 1905, this station blends opulence with functionality, making it one of Europe's most stunning train stations. The massive dome and neo-Baroque design, with intricate stone carvings and an elaborate clock tower topped by a metal and glass roof, signal the grandeur inside. Inside, a vast hall greets travelers with marble floors, golden accents, and elegant staircases connecting multiple levels. The station's 4 levels of tracks are an engineering marvel, seamlessly blending historic charm with modern efficiency. Despite renovations, Antwerpen Centraal has preserved its original features, earning recognition as one of the world's most beautiful stations. Exploring the station reveals wrought iron balconies, towering columns, and majestic windows that flood the interior with natural light. Walking through its grand halls feels like stepping back in time, where every corner tells a story of craftsmanship and luxury. Whether passing through or reaching your destination, the station transforms a simple train journey into a cultural experience. Visiting Antwerpen Centraal is more than catching a train. It's an immersion into history, art, and innovation. Its grandeur leaves a lasting impression, making every traveler feel they've entered a bygone era of elegance and sophistication. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus, India, a Victorian marvel. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus, formerly known as Victoria Terminus, is an iconic landmark in Mumbai, India. Completed in 1887 to commemorate Queen Victoria's Golden Jubilee, this UNESCO World Heritage Site seamlessly blends Victorian Gothic architecture with traditional Indian design, symbolizing Mumbai's rich colonial past and vibrant present. The exterior is a visual spectacle with turrets, pointed arches, and intricate stone carvings depicting Indian flora and fauna. A statue of progress crowns the central dome, embodying the forward-thinking spirit of its design. Inside, travelers are greeted by a grand hall adorned with high vaulted ceilings, stained glass windows, and carved wooden panels showcasing the craftsmanship of the era. One of the most striking features is the blend of Gothic and Indian architectural elements. Gargoyles and spires typical of Gothic design adorn the facade, while carvings of elephants and peacocks reflect India's cultural heritage. The clock tower, with its ornate timepiece, symbolizes Mumbai's relentless pace. Despite heavy daily traffic, the station's grandeur remains intact, offering visitors a glimpse into the architectural glory of the British Raj. Whether you're a history buff or simply exploring Mumbai, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus is a must-see destination. The station is not just a transportation hub, but a living monument to Mumbai's enduring spirit and rich cultural tapestry. Grand Central Terminal, USA New York's timeless treasure. Grand Central Terminal in New York City isn't just a transportation hub. It's a symbol of the city itself, where history, architecture, and modern life intersect. Opened in 1913, this Beaux Arts masterpiece has become an enduring icon visited by millions every year. The station's grand facade, featuring an iconic clock and sculptures of Mercury, Minerva, and Hercules, hints at the elegance inside. Step into the main concourse, and you're immediately struck by the immense scale of the space. The soaring ceiling is adorned with a celestial mural depicting constellations, creating a sense of wonder. Massive arched windows flood the room with natural light, and the opal-faced clock atop the information booth is one of the terminal's most famous features, a meeting point for generations of New Yorkers and visitors alike. Beyond its beauty, Grand Central is a living part of the city where commuters rush to catch trains and travelers marvel at its architectural splendor. The whispering gallery near the lower concourse adds an element of mystery. Stand at one corner of the arch and speak softly, and someone on the opposite side will hear you clearly. Over the years, the terminal has been meticulously restored, preserving its original beauty while adding modern amenities for today's travelers. From elegant chandeliers to intricate tile work, every aspect has been designed to evoke grandeur and timelessness. For many, Grand Central is more than a station. It's a destination offering a glimpse into New York's past while remaining integral to its future. Whether you're catching a train or simply exploring, the terminal provides an experience that captures the soul of the city. St. Pancras International, UK, a Gothic masterpiece. St. Pancras International in London is a testament to the grandeur of Victorian engineering and architecture. Opened in 1868, this Gothic revival station is often referred to as the Cathedral of the Railways. Its red brick facade, complete with spires and pointed arches, makes it one of London's most iconic landmarks. Designed by Sir George Gilbert Scott, the station's exterior resembles a Gothic cathedral with intricate details and towering spires. The adjoining St. Pancras Renaissance Hotel adds to the grandeur with its sweeping staircases and luxurious interiors, transporting visitors back to the Victorian era when rail travel symbolized progress. Inside, the station impresses with a glass and steel train shed designed by William Henry Barlow. Once the largest of its kind, it remains an engineering marvel. The expansive roof floods the station with light, creating a bright and airy atmosphere that contrasts with the ornate exterior. Renovated in the early 2000s to accommodate the Eurostar service connecting London to Paris and Brussels, the restoration preserved historical features while adding modern elements like shops, restaurants, and public art installations. One of the most striking features is the 30-foot-tall statue, the Meeting Place, symbolizing the emotional reunions that occur here. St. Pancras International offers a unique blend of history, beauty, and modern convenience. Whether you're traveling across Europe or simply admiring the architecture, the station stands as a vibrant part of London's transport network and a monument to its rich heritage. Kanazawa Station, Japan, a gateway of tradition and modernity. Kanazawa Station in Japan perfectly blends futuristic design with traditional aesthetics, making it one of the world's most visually striking railway stations. As you approach, you're greeted by the Tsuzumi Mon Gate, an enormous wooden structure inspired by traditional Japanese drums. Originally opened in 1898 and extensively renovated in 2005, Kanazawa Station symbolizes the city's transformation into a modern hub while preserving its historic charm. The most impressive feature is the Motonashi Dome, a vast glass and steel canopy covering the entrance. Meaning hospitality in Japanese, the dome serves both functional and symbolic purposes, offering shelter from frequent rain and welcoming visitors. Sunlight filters through the glass, bathing the interior in natural light and creating a serene atmosphere. Inside, the station boasts a clean, minimalist design common in modern Japanese architecture. Wide open spaces make navigation easy, and the station is filled with shops, restaurants, and galleries showcasing local crafts and cuisine. Serving as the gateway to a city known for samurai districts, gardens, and cultural heritage, the station itself has become an attraction for tourists and architecture enthusiasts. Kanazawa Station is more than just a place to catch a train. It's a representation of the city's identity, where ancient craftsmanship meets cutting-edge design. Gare de Lyon, France, a Parisian landmark of elegance. Gare de Lyon, one of Paris's 6 major railway stations, opened in 1900 for the World Exposition as a testament to French elegance and grandeur. The station's facade features intricate stone carvings and sculptures, with an iconic clock tower rising above the Parisian skyline, a symbol akin to London's Big Ben. Inside, the Grand Hall greets you with towering ceilings, ornate chandeliers, and large windows. The Beaux-Arts style is evident throughout, from sweeping staircases to detailed frescoes adorning the walls, transporting travelers back to the golden age of rail travel. One of the most famous features is Le Train Bleu, a historic restaurant within the station. Opened in 1901, this opulent dining room boasts gilded ceilings, frescoed walls, and plush seating, offering a taste of luxury before your journey. Despite its historical significance, Gare de Lyon has embraced modern technology and conveniences. As a major hub for high-speed TGV trains, It connects Paris to cities like Lyon, Marseille, and Geneva. Gare de Lyon is more than just a transportation hub. It's a symbol of Parisian elegance and a reminder of the city's rich history. Whether dining at Le Train Bleu or admiring the architecture, this station offers a timeless experience that transports you to a more refined era of travel. Helsinki Central Station, Finland. A masterpiece of Nordic design. Helsinki Central Station, located in the heart of Finland's capital, is a stunning example of Nordic architecture that combines functionality with bold, modern design. Designed by Finnish architect Eliel Saarinen and opened in 1919, the station is one of the city's most recognizable landmarks, characterized by its massive granite facade, Art Nouveau details, and the iconic clock tower dominating the skyline. The most striking feature is the granite-clad exterior, reflecting Finland's natural landscape. Flanked by two giant statues known as the Lantern Bearers, holding spherical lamps, the entrance is both imposing and welcoming. These figures have become symbols of Helsinki, embodying the resilience and strength of Finnish design. Inside, the station impresses with wide halls, polished stone floors, and large windows that flood the space with natural light. High ceilings and minimalist decor give it a sense of openness, making navigation easy for travelers. The use of local materials like granite and wood gives the interior a distinctly Finnish feel, while the sleek design ensures it remains modern and functional. Over the years, Helsinki Central Station has undergone renovations to modernize its facilities while preserving its historical elements. Serving as the main hub for trains across Finland and international routes to Russia, it plays a vital role in the country's transportation network. Helsinki Central Station isn't just a place to catch a train, it's a celebration of Finnish architecture and design. Whether admiring the grand clock tower or exploring the Art Nouveau details inside, the station offers a unique glimpse into the cultural heart of Finland. São Bento Station, Portugal. A tile masterpiece. São Bento Station in Porto, Portugal, is not just a transportation hub, but an artistic masterpiece known for its breathtaking azulejo tile work. Opened in 1916, the station may appear modest from the outside with its French Beaux Art exterior, but stepping inside reveals over 20,000 blue and white azulejos depicting scenes from Portuguese history. These hand-painted tiles by artist Jorge Colaco cover the main hall's walls, telling the story of the country's rich cultural heritage. The tile murals illustrate key moments in Portuguese history, offering travelers a visual journey through the nation's past. Each tile is meticulously placed to form intricate, lifelike images. Beyond the stunning azulejos, the station's architecture blends classical and modern elements. Grand archways, high ceilings, and polished stone floors give it a sense of grandeur, while light streaming through large windows adds warmth and brightness. Despite its historical significance, the station remains fully functional, serving local and regional trains. Its central location makes it a key transportation hub for travelers exploring northern Portugal. São Bento Station is more than just a stop on your journey. It's a destination in itself. Whether you're a train enthusiast, an art lover, or a history buff, the station offers something for everyone, making it one of the most memorable stops in Portugal. Estacão do Oriente, Portugal. A modern marvel. Estacão do Oriente in Lisbon, Portugal, is a striking example of modern railway architecture. Designed by renowned Spanish architect Santiago Calatrava and opened in 1998, the station is a testament to contemporary design and engineering. Its futuristic skeletal framework resembles the wings of a giant bird, giving it a sense of lightness and movement. One of its most impressive features is the massive steel and glass canopy covering the platforms, allowing natural light to flood the station. The canopy's intricate rib-like beams create an airy, almost ethereal atmosphere, making it feel more like a work of art than a functional train station. The transparency of the glass contrasts with the heavy steel supports, balancing strength and elegance. Inside, the station boasts an open, spacious layout designed to accommodate high passenger volumes. Sleek, modern finishes give it a clean, minimalist look. As part of the Parque das Nações complex developed for the 1998 World Expo, its design reflects the innovative, forward-thinking spirit of the event. Despite its modern appearance, Estacão do Oriente pays homage to Lisbon's maritime history, with flowing lines and curves reminiscent of waves and sails. Serving as a major hub for national and international trains, it connects Lisbon to cities across Europe. Estacao do Oriente is more than just a place to catch a train. It's an architectural icon showcasing the best of modern design. Whether you're passing through or simply admiring its beauty, the station offers a glimpse into the future of railway architecture. And that's a wrap on our journey through 9 of the world's most beautiful railway stations. From historical masterpieces to modern marvels, these stations prove that travel isn't just about getting from one place to another, it's also about enjoying the ride. If you enjoyed this exploration, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to DwellScape. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Until next time, keep discovering the world's wonders with us. Have you ever looked at a parliament building and marveled at the sheer grandeur and history behind its walls? These structures are more than just places of governance. They are symbols of power, culture, and architectural brilliance. From stunning domes to intricate details, these buildings reflect the spirit of the nations they represent. Curious to explore the world's most impressive parliament buildings? Join us as we take you on a journey through 7 architectural masterpieces that have stood the test of time, showcasing the beauty and diversity of global governance. Join us on this fascinating exploration, and let's uncover the stories and designs behind these monumental structures. Hungarian Parliament Building, Budapest's neo-Gothic marvel. Situated along the picturesque banks of the Danube River, the Hungarian Parliament Building in Budapest is a sight that will leave you in absolute awe. Imagine walking up to this neo-Gothic marvel, completed in 1904, and being greeted by its iconic dome and intricate spires towering over the city. It's not just one of the largest parliament buildings in the world. It's a true work of art, designed by the visionary architect Imre Steindl. As you stand there, the symmetry and grandeur will immediately catch your eye, giving you the sense that you're about to step into a living piece of history. You'll be captivated by the stunning exterior, with 88 statues of Hungarian rulers and historical figures gazing down at you. The pointed arches, spires, and detailed carvings create a sense of majesty that's hard to resist. But trust me, the real magic happens when you step inside. The interior is a lavish blend of marble, gold leaf, and mosaics that seem to glow under the light, making you feel like you've entered a royal palace. As you climb the grand staircase and reach the domed hall, you can't help but look up and marvel at the height and intricacy of the design. When you reach the center of the building, don't miss the Holy Crown of Hungary, a piece of history over 1,000 years old, carefully preserved beneath the central dome. As you take it all in, you'll appreciate how this building isn't just the seat of government. It's a cultural symbol and a source of national pride. And if you happen to visit at night, you'll be treated to an enchanting view of the building illuminated and reflected in the Danube, a perfect moment to capture on camera. Whether you're a history buff, an architecture lover, or just someone who appreciates beauty, the Hungarian Parliament will leave a lasting impression on you. Palace of Westminster, the heart of British democracy. Standing tall along the River Thames, the Palace of Westminster is not just the seat of British democracy. It's a place that invites you to explore centuries of history wrapped in Gothic revival splendor. As you approach the building, Big Ben will immediately catch your eye, with its towering presence and the iconic chimes that you've likely heard on TV. But standing before the palace in person, it's a whole different experience. You'll be amazed at the sheer scale and the level of detail in the architecture. It's easy to see why this building is one of the most famous landmarks in the world. Once you step inside, you'll be drawn into the timeless elegance of the House of Commons and the House of Lords. The contrast between the red leather benches of the Lords and the green, more understated Commons is fascinating. You'll feel like you're walking through the very heart of British politics. And as you explore further, don't forget to take in the grandeur of Westminster Hall, one of the oldest parts of the palace. Imagine standing where kings were crowned and where historic figures like Sir Thomas More once stood trial. The Palace of Westminster isn't just about politics, it's about tradition and ceremony too. If you're lucky enough to visit during a state opening of Parliament, you'll witness one of the most splendid events in British history, with the monarch processing through the lavishly decorated halls. And even if you can't be there for a ceremony, the guided tours offer a fascinating glimpse into the inner workings of one of the world's oldest parliamentary systems. By the end of your visit, you'll feel a deeper connection to British history and a greater appreciation for the democracy that has flourished within these walls. Capitol Building, the symbol of American democracy. If you're ever in Washington, D.C., you absolutely cannot miss the United States Capitol Building. Whether you're a history lover or simply fascinated by the world of politics, standing in front of this iconic structure will fill you with a sense of awe. The Capitol is more than just a building. It's a symbol of the American spirit, representing democracy, freedom, and the rule of law. As you gaze up at the stunning neoclassical architecture designed by William Thornton, you'll immediately notice the massive dome that dominates the skyline. Topped by the Statue of Freedom, the dome is a powerful symbol, inviting you to learn more about the values it represents. Stepping inside, you'll find yourself in the breathtaking rotunda beneath the dome, where the murals and frescoes tell stories of America's rich history. As you look up at the apotheosis of Washington, it's impossible not to feel a deep connection to the ideals that shaped the nation. You'll walk through halls lined with statues of great American figures, each one contributing to the story of how this country came to be. The Capitol is a living museum where history meets modern politics, and as you explore the chambers of the House and Senate, you'll feel like you're part of something much larger than yourself. One of the most moving experiences at the Capitol is witnessing a presidential inauguration, where the peaceful transition of power takes place. It's a moment of profound significance, and being in the space where it happens will give you chills. Don't miss the chance to take a guided tour, where you'll get insider access to the chambers where lawmakers debate and pass the laws that shape the country. By the time you leave, you'll have a deeper understanding of the American political system and the ideals that continue to inspire people around the world. Palácio do Planalto, the modern face of Brazilian governance. If modern architecture is your thing, then you'll fall in love with Brazil's Palácio do Planalto. Located in the heart of Brasilia, this sleek and minimalist structure serves as the office of the President of Brazil, but it's so much more than just a workplace. Designed by the legendary architect Oscar Niemeyer, the Palácio do Planalto is a masterpiece of modernism. The moment you approach, you'll be captivated by its clean lines and open spaces, giving the building an almost weightless quality. It's like walking into the future, but with a nod to Brazil's cultural and political heritage. One of the most inviting features of the Palácio is its massive glass walls, offering transparency both literally and symbolically. As you walk past the elegant white marble ramps that lead to the main entrance, you'll feel as though you're walking up toward progress, just like the vision Niemeyer had for Brazil when he designed the building. The openness of the structure invites you to explore, learn, and feel connected to the heart of Brazilian governance. Inside, the minimalist design continues, but with a warmth that comes from the use of natural materials like wood and stone. The spaces are bright and filled with light, creating an atmosphere that feels welcoming and democratic. And don't forget to look out over the expansive views of Brasilia. The city itself was designed to be as modern as the Palácio. Visiting this building isn't just about architecture. It's about experiencing the vision of a nation striving for progress and transparency. As you tour the spaces where Brazil's most important political decisions are made, you'll gain a deeper understanding of the country's past, present, and future. German Bundestag, the Reichstag building, a symbol of unity. Standing before the Reichstag building in Berlin, you can't help but feel the weight of history. This building has seen it all, from the rise of the German Empire to its darkest days and finally to its rebirth as a symbol of unity and democracy. But the Reichstag isn't just about the past. It's a shining example of how a historic structure can be transformed into something modern and forward-looking. Designed by Sir Norman Foster, the Reichstag's glass dome is a must-see. As you walk up the spiral ramp inside the dome, you'll be rewarded with breathtaking 360-degree views of Berlin. The dome itself is more than just an architectural feature. It's a symbol of transparency in government. As you gaze down into the parliamentary chamber from above, you'll feel the connection between the government and the people. The message is clear. Democracy is something that belongs to everyone, and decisions made here are done so in the open. You'll appreciate how Foster seamlessly integrated modern elements into the historic structure, creating a building that honors the past while embracing the future. Inside, the Reichstag is just as fascinating. The parliamentary chamber is a blend of sleek, modern design and historical significance. As you explore, you'll find remnants of the building's turbulent history, like the Soviet graffiti left on the walls during the capture of Berlin. It's a powerful reminder of how far Germany has come. Walking through the halls, you'll get a sense of the resilience and unity that define modern Germany. And you'll leave with a deeper appreciation for the country's commitment to democracy and transparency. Canadian Parliament buildings, a blend of Gothic revival and modernity. As you approach the majestic Canadian Parliament buildings on Parliament Hill in Ottawa, you'll be greeted by a stunning blend of Gothic revival architecture and modern touches that make these buildings truly one of a kind. The Centre Block, home to the Senate and House of Commons, stands as a testament to Canada's rich political history. The towering Peace Tower, with its intricate stonework and stunning clock face, invites you to look up in awe. It's the kind of building that immediately makes you feel like you've stepped into a storybook, one that tells the tale of a nation built on peace and democracy. Step inside and you'll be struck by the contrast between the grandeur of the Hall of Honor and the serene beauty of the Library of Parliament. The library, with its wooden arches, domed ceiling, and stained glass, is one of those spaces that feels almost sacred. As you walk through, you'll be surrounded by books, statues, and the quiet dignity of a room that has stood the test of time. It's a place where history feels alive, and you can't help but feel a connection to the many figures who've walked these halls before you. As you explore the Centre Block further, don't miss the Memorial Chamber, a solemn space dedicated to the memory of Canadian soldiers. The intricate carvings, stained glass, and quiet reverence of the room will give you chills. And then there's the Peace Tower itself, which offers unbeatable views of the city below. The Parliament buildings are more than just a place of governance. They're a symbol of Canada's democratic values, and whether you're a visitor or a local, you'll feel a sense of pride as you stand among these historic walls. Palacio Legislativo, Uruguay's national treasure. Prepare to be amazed as you stand before the Palacio Legislativo in Montevideo, Uruguay. This building is a jaw-dropping blend of neoclassical grandeur and South American pride, and it's the kind of place that instantly grabs your attention. The stunning marble facade, with its towering Corinthian columns and elaborate carvings, seems to glow in the sunlight, inviting you to explore the treasures inside. It's no wonder that the Palacio Legislativo is considered one of the most beautiful parliament buildings in Latin America. Just looking at it, you'll be blown away by the craftsmanship. As you step inside, the sheer opulence of the interior will take your breath away. Marble floors, soaring ceilings, and magnificent stained glass windows create an atmosphere of elegance and authority. But what really sets this building apart is the intricate wood carvings and bronze accents that give it a warmth and richness you won't find anywhere else. You'll find yourself drawn to the central hall, where the light filters through the stained glass, casting a rainbow of colors across the marble floor. It's a sight that you'll want to capture in your memory, or camera, forever. Don't forget to visit the legislative chambers, where the business of governing Uruguay takes place. The Senate and House of Representatives chambers are decked out in fine wood paneling, plush seating, and beautiful chandeliers, giving you a glimpse of where history is made. Whether you're interested in politics or simply in awe of beautiful architecture, the Palacio Legislativo is an experience you won't want to miss. As you explore, you'll gain a deep appreciation for Uruguay's commitment to democracy, as well as its cultural and architectural heritage. And that's a wrap on our journey through 7 of the most impressive parliament buildings in the world. From the majestic domes of Hungary's parliament to the modern elegance of Brazil's Palácio do Planalto, these buildings don't just house governments, they tell the story of nations. If you enjoyed this exploration, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to DwellScape. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Until next time, keep discovering the world's wonders with us. present, and destination. The station is not just a transportation hub, but a living monument to Mumbai's enduring spirit and rich cultural tapestry. Grand Central Terminal, USA New York's timeless treasure. Grand Central Terminal in New York City isn't just a transportation hub. It's a symbol of the city itself, where history, architecture, and modern life intersect. Opened in 1913, this Beaux Arts masterpiece has become an enduring icon visited by millions every year. The station's grand facade, featuring an iconic clock and sculptures of Mercury, Minerva, and Hercules, hints at the elegance inside. Step into the main concourse, and you're immediately struck by the immense scale of the space. The soaring ceiling is adorned with a celestial mural depicting constellations, creating a sense of wonder. Massive arched windows flood the room with natural light, and the opal-faced clock atop the information booth is one of the terminal's most famous features, a meeting point for generations of New Yorkers and visitors alike. Beyond its beauty, Grand Central is a living part of the city where commuters rush to catch trains and travelers marvel at its architectural splendor. The Whispering Gallery near the lower concourse adds an element of mystery. Stand at one corner of the arch and speak softly, and someone on the opposite side will hear you clearly. Over the years, the terminal has been meticulously restored, preserving its original beauty while adding modern amenities for today's travelers. From elegant chandeliers to intricate tile work, every aspect has been designed to evoke grandeur and timelessness. For many, Grand Central is more than a station. It's a destination offering a glimpse into New York's past while remaining integral to its future. Whether you're catching a train or simply exploring, the terminal provides an experience that captures the soul of the city. St. Pancras International, UK, a Gothic masterpiece. St. Pancras International in London is a testament to the grandeur of Victorian engineering and architecture. Opened in 1868, this Gothic revival station is often referred to as the Cathedral of the Railways. Its red brick facade, complete with spires and pointed arches, makes it one of London's most iconic landmarks. Designed by Sir George Gilbert Scott, the station's exterior resembles a Gothic cathedral with intricate details and towering spires. The adjoining St. Pancras Renaissance Hotel adds to the grandeur with its sweeping staircases and luxurious interiors, transporting visitors back to the Victorian era when rail travel symbolized progress. Inside, the station impresses with a glass and steel train shed designed by William Henry Barlow. Once the largest of its kind, it remains an engineering marvel. The expansive roof floods the station with light, creating a bright and airy atmosphere that contrasts with the ornate exterior. Renovated in the early 2000s to accommodate the Eurostar service connecting London to Paris and Brussels, the restoration preserved historical features while adding modern elements like shops, restaurants, and public art installations. One of the most striking features is the 30-foot-tall statue, The Meeting Place, symbolizing the emotional reunions that occur here. St. Pancras International offers a unique blend of history, beauty, and modern convenience. Whether you're traveling across Europe or simply admiring the architecture, the station stands as a vibrant part of London's transport network and a monument to its rich heritage. Kanazawa Station, Japan, a gateway of tradition and modernity. Kanazawa Station in Japan perfectly blends futuristic design with traditional aesthetics, making it one of the world's most visually striking railway stations. As you approach, you're greeted by the Tsuzumi Mon Gate, an enormous wooden structure inspired by traditional Japanese drums. Originally opened in 1898 and extensively renovated in 2005, Kanazawa Station symbolizes the city's transformation into a modern hub while preserving its historic charm. The most impressive feature is the Motonashi Dome, a vast glass and steel canopy covering the entrance. Meaning hospitality in Japanese, the dome serves both functional and symbolic purposes, offering shelter from frequent rain and welcoming visitors. Sunlight filters through the glass, bathing the interior in natural light and creating a serene atmosphere. Inside, the station boasts a clean, minimalist design common in modern Japanese architecture. Wide open spaces make navigation easy, and the station is filled with shops, restaurants, and galleries showcasing local crafts and cuisine. Serving as the gateway to a city known for samurai districts, gardens, and cultural heritage, the station itself has become an attraction for tourists and architecture enthusiasts. Kanazawa Station is more than just a place to catch a train. It's a representation of the city's identity, where ancient craftsmanship meets cutting-edge design. Gare de Lyon, France, a Parisian landmark of elegance. Gare de Lyon, one of Paris's